A very good morning to you children. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So in English, as you know, we were doing lesson number 2. How far is the river? And we have completed the reading as well as explanation of the chapter. And before I begin with the exercise, once again I would tell you that the precautions you should take to avoid the COVID season. First thing is that you should never go out of your houses without a face mask if you need to go out. Secondly, you have to maintain proper hand hygiene. That is, you have to wash your hands with soap and water, or you have to make use of sanitizers. And thirdly, that you should avoid going to large gatherings. You should not go to a place where a large number of people have gathered. So now let us begin with the exercises of lesson number 2. So starting with exercise A, which is based on section 1. We have to tick the correct words to complete the sentences. If you will see into the books, you have been given the options of some words which you have to use to complete the sentence. And here I am going to discuss the correct sentences with you. The first one is, the boy could not see the river from his house. The option given is he could see or could not see. We have read in the chapter that he could not see the river from the house. Number 2 is, there was a mountain between the house and the river. So we have read in the section 1 of the chapter that there was a mountain between the house and the river. The third one is, the boy did not pass a milkman. So the option given is that he did pass a milkman or he did not pass. And we have read that he did not pass a milkman. He passed a woodcutter, if you remember. The fourth one is, the boy's hair was not combed neatly. They have given the option was combed neatly or not combed. So we have read in section 1 of the chapter that they were not combed neatly. The fifth option is, his parents were going to be away all day. So very clearly it has been mentioned in section 1 that his parents were going to be away for the whole day. The sixth sentence is, the last village on the way to the river was before the mountain. So it is given in the book whether it was after the mountain or before the mountain, and we come to know in this that it was just before the mountain. Clear? Now we come on to exercise B, which is based on section number 2. If you will have a look into your books, you have been asked to tick, mark or cross. So I have just gone for the option yes or no. So we have to write yes for a correct sentence and we have to write no for an incorrect sentence. The first one is, the river was 20 miles away. So when we read section 2, we come to know that it is mentioned that the river was only 7 miles away, not 20 miles. So this sentence is wrong. So we write down no. Number 2 is, the boy would have to walk 14 miles to the river and back. Obviously, the answer is yes. So, if the boy was to go to the river and then he had to come back, 7 miles to go, 7 miles to come back. So, his total distance would be 14 miles. Number 3 is, the boy had walked long distances before. This statement is incorrect because in section 2 we have given that the boy only used to walk to his school. He had never walked long distances earlier. Fourth is, the woodcutter was worried about the boy. The obviously answer is yes, because we have read in section 2 that when the woodcutter was going, whom the boy had asked about the river, that woodcutter was little worried that where this small boy is going and when he will come back it will be very late. So he was worried about the boy. The last sentence in this exercise is, the boy was dizzy when he walked because he had not eaten. So the answer is yes, because the boy was dizzy. He had not eaten because immediately after this he sat down to eat his bread. So definitely he was feeling dizzy because he was hungry. Okay, now we move on to exercise C. Again we have to sum it up because we have to write yes or no for the information which is given in the story. If that particular thing is given in the story, we will write yes. If it is not given, we will write no. The first thing is the name of the boy. Do we know the name of the boy from the story? No. How old he was? Of course, yes. We come to know from the story how old he was. Why his parents were away? Again, the answer is yes, because it is given they had gone out for some work. The name of the river. So, no name of the river is given in the story. So, the answer is no. The color of his hair. The answer is yes, because it is mentioned that the boy had black hair. Whether he wore shoes. Again, it is yes, because it's given in the story that he never wore shoes. The details of the meal. So the meal or the food which the child had with him. We have been given the details in the story. That he had a small meal of a bread. Number 8 is the name of the village where he lived. So answer is no, because there is no information given about the name of the village where the child lived. Number 9 is the jewelry the village girl was wearing. Of course, yes, because a complete detail is given about the jewelry that girl was wearing. The age of the village boy. Again, the answer is no, because we have no information about the age of the village boy. The outfit the village boy wore. Again, the answer is no, because there is no information what the village boy was wearing. Outfit means the clothes which he was wearing. Number 12 is the name of his school. Again, no mention. Nothing is mentioned about the name of the school. 13th is the sound made by the river. The answer is yes, because when we come to the last part of the story, we come to know that the river was making a rattling sound. 14th is the color of the river. Again, in the last paragraph, part of the story, it is mentioned that the river water was looking blue and white. So, yes, we have the information about the color of the water in the story. Now we come on to exercise D. The last exercise for today. We have to explain the following in our own words. First question is, why did the boy share his bread with the village boy? Now, what was the reason why this boy who was going to the river, he was sharing his bread with the village boy? The boy shared his bread with the village boy because he wanted to make friends with him so that he can accompany him. So this boy, he had shared his bread with the village boy because he wanted that the village boy should be his friend so that he can go with him. Number 2 is how he felt when the village boy left. Again, we have been mentioned about this in the story, that when the village boy, he left, when he went his own way, at that time, this boy, he felt lonely and disheartened. He was sad that the boy has left him and he wished there was someone to go with him. So he had a feeling that someone should be there to go with him, as he was traveling all alone. The last question is, why he still continued his journey to the river. Now, though he felt lonely, though he felt disheartened, still he continued his journey. Why he continued his journey? Because he felt that he would always be ashamed of himself if he returned without completing his task of seeing the river. So this boy felt that if he will go back without seeing the river, the whole life he would feel ashamed of himself that he did not complete his task. So he continued his journey. So that's all for today. Till next English class, you have to write down all these exercises in the copies and you should go through them so that you are able to understand the story properly. Till then, have a nice day.